Opie and Anthony, full house today. We got Bill Burr. He's playing Carolines all weekend long. Of course, Jim Norton's here every day doing his thing. And we got David Attell on the couch, who's, I think, HBO special premieres this weekend, right?
Yeah, December 8th.
Very, very cool.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Thanks for having me in after the pedophile long remix bit. Were you guys talking about Chris Hansen and all that?
Yeah. Well, he's kind of ruined it for everybody. You can't really hang out with a kid in an innocent way anymore because adults are just paranoid.
Did anybody, because you guys know, like, Bill or whatever, who has the joke where they go, like, Chris Hansen is the Blade of catching, of, like, pedophilia? Remember, like, what's his name? Like, he's, like, half vampire, half whatever. He, like, knows their ways, knows what they like, It's like mall rock climbing. Sounds like a place for a pedophile to hang.
Yeah, he knows.
But Dave,
he's got to take a serum to keep himself from just going out there and abusing kids himself.
Yeah. You bring up a great point. Chris Hansen has sat on that couch a couple times.
He has.
There's something not right about him. When you look in his eyes, you're like, all right, what is this really about, Chris?
He's got a double side to him. And, I think that, everybody wants to be on that show. I think that's the new Byron Allen.
It was kind of flattering, sort of, for our show because one of our listeners got caught in one of his things and goes, "Oh, I saw you on Opie and Anthony once."
He goes, "You were great on Opie and Anthony." "Oh, you saw me on Opie and Anthony."
The management doesn't really like when we play this clip because it's not good for Madison Avenue, but
for the image.
It's a holiday clip.
The guy actually heard Chris Hansen on our show and still got caught in one of those houses.
Let's just, they should turn lemons into lemonade and just have the salespeople go after Osh Gosh Bagosh.
And then Chris Hansen wants our emails one day. He's like, "Hey, I've been on the show a couple times. How about we exchange emails?" I'm like,
"Oh boy,
no."
That's one thing you don't want.
I'm not hiding anything, but that's the last thing you want to do is give Chris Hansen any of your info.
Here's an email from Greg.Hughes.
Right. Hey.
I was in New York going in a restaurant one time, and it was like a celebrity sighting that only I think Jim and Bill we would enjoy. The people that play the bait on that show, like they're like these kind of tweener-looking girls, like actresses. They couldn't get in a High School Musical or anything like that, so this is what they're doing, So I saw one of those girls because I was watching the show, Chris Hansen show, and I was like, "That's that girl. She's the bait." She'd be like the one that, "I'll be out in a minute," take off your pants, and if you got a gun or a taser or a ball gag, put it on the counter. If you want to start dialing a lawyer, that little Pollyanna thing. So
dialing a lawyer.
Yeah, so it's like I saw her in a restaurant with the girl from Sex in the City, the redhead one. Kind of butch.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Miranda.
Nixon.
What? Cynthia
Nixon.
Whatever she plays on the show, I don't know.
So I went up to them. They were sitting at the table. I go, "I'm a huge fan," and like Cynthia's like, and I go, "No." I was like, "Of you, but really of the bait of this girl."
You really recognized her? Come on.
I did, and I got an autograph, and I'm like, and I looked at what she signed, and it said like, "Thanks for the blah blah blah. Stay off of MySpace, wink wink." So that's where they're
they're
trolling,
just joking about it.
That's hysterical.
I sent a MySpace message to the girl one of the girls who plays the bait, the original one, and she said, "I'll try to get her on the show." And she's like, "Well, you have to contact producers and stuff like that. She wouldn't just come on the show." But
I'm sure that's
MySpace are in here. Or?
I forget her real name, but yeah, she's accessible.
I'm sure that's why you first sent it.
Yeah, she's really cute. She's like 20.
Hey, before
having nothing but a T-shirt.
Before the break, Bill turned us on to this video, and that's what you saw as you walked in, Dave. Us all laughing as you're trying to say hi to everybody. I apologize for that. But on YouTube, there's a video called Wussy Skater Fight. You want to explain this again, Bill? We finally got it.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
It's basically some sort of fat kid has some sort of a whip or something, a stick. He tries to hit this little skinny kid with the skateboard. He hits him once, and then the kid just takes his skateboard. I think he hits him in the back of his thigh.
It's like Charlie Horse area.
Yeah, and
really
the kid goes down like he's been shot with I don't know what, and lets out this wail like I don't know, like a loved one just died.
And he's not going to live this down, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
they're about how old would you say they are?
14,
13.
Yeah, maybe around there. And the fat kid that winds up crying at the end whipped the kid with like what can only be called a switch back in the old days. Go out and grab a switch.
Bit of hickory.
Yeah, some hickory. And hits him with it, and the kid just came back and throws the skateboard at him.
Which you should do, right?
And you would think he would just go, F you or something like that, but he just goes flat down and lets out a cry that only a girl would.
Listen for the cry. It's quick.
You!
Fantastic.
Why does that end? That's fantastic. Who turned the camera off?
That was
I
very
got up and kicked
fruity.
them.
Yeah, that's it.
I want the long version of that. That's all it is. The video's 11 seconds long.
I had to watch it like 5 times. I'm like, to even realize it wasn't fake. I'm like, there's no way he just cried. Like, he's one of those kids who's already like 6'2", but he still hasn't hit puberty. You know those kids? He still has all the baby fat.
Yeah. And there he is
perfect
crying
kid.
on the street.
One more time. Hey, add that to the Steve sounds. They can mix that into some rock songs.
Laughing stock.
Like a haunted pottery barn.
And then people are bringing up the other video of the fat kid on the log in the woods.
That's another good one.
What, are they shooting at him or something?
Yeah, they're shooting at him with some kind of gun. I don't know, BB gun or something.
They're saying that's the best crying
He's
video.
saying, stop. He starts crying.
Stop it.
That's the best kid crying video ever.
All these little moments that used to just happen and were gone when you were a kid. I mean, everyone knew those situations. You know, you had the kid that you'd smack in the head, you'd have a dirt bomb fight, and someone would throw a rock.
Crying.
Everyone would run. They were just moments, but now, I mean, they're captured for everyone to enjoy the humor of some little kid getting hurt.
Amazing.
I love it.
It seems to be fat kids with friends with cameras.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
you know, it's like-
As long as you got a camera, few friends, and the fat kid, you're in. You're making YouTube.
It's like, hey, Tubbs, what are you up to today? I'll bring my camera.
Want to come out
Maybe
to
a
the
couple of
woods?
laughs.
Yeah, come on out to the woods.
It's Lord of the Flies,
There really
man.
are no sounds better than a fat boy being whipped. It really is music.
It's just a bad dream, fat boy. Ow! Ow! Skateboard! Ow! Why? Why?
Where is the Sean Penn of their generation to protect, like in Bad Boys? You know, he like sit up for that kid with the nose.
Yep.
Yeah.
Horowitz.
Yeah, where's that? Where's the show? Hey, that's not right. Leave Piggy alone. Give me that tape.
Ain't gonna happen.
All right. Hey, we got a woman that's upset with her butt implants. You want to hear this?
What?
Just kind of throwing some stuff into
Oh.
the old CD player here. Yeah, sure. David Attell, HBO this Sunday.
Also, Caroline's the December 27th through 30th.
Oh, first, let me clear something up with Dave because, oh my God.
This could get a little awkward.
I was down at the Cellar.
Put down the camera.
Put down the camera.
You're not going to whip me,
Put down
are
the
you?
camera.
You're not
Don't
going
want
to whip
any
me
crying.
like a West Virginia fat boy, are you? Go ahead.
I was down at the Cellar, catching your set, laughing,
When?
having a good time. Oh, this is a while ago.
Okay.
Yeah, a while ago.
Thanks.
And
I am an alcoholic.
I had,
Yeah.
So am I.
Really?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Had a table with three girls at the table, and me sitting there enjoying the set. In front of us, closer to the stage, was another table full of what I would gather you comics just call pains in the ass. Get out of the effing club. You're yapping. You're making. Well, yeah, okay. You're just making a very difficult time for the comic.
Okay, yeah.
So you had turned around, looked right at me, and pointed at me. Now, I had been going to comedy clubs for years. I'm friends with a lot of comics. I know the protocol.
Right.
Shut the F up, laugh at the funny parts. Don't try to be the act for the night. He's up on stage. You lambasted me.
I did?
As the guy that was making the noise. And then I even tried much, I didn't have the mic, so I tried. I was like, no, it's not me. Shut up. You laid into me. And I was sitting there like, it's not me. I know how to act in a comedy club. And then everyone's looking at me like I'm the douche.
Hey, you know what?
Yeah.
I hate to be all Blackwater about it, but collateral damage. You know? What can I tell you? The boys will back me up here. You know, sometimes
Collateral damage.
and I have to say one thing.
Don't apologize.
Because I saw Jim's special, and when you two stood up
It was amazing,
in
wasn't
the
it?
sea of seat fillers and people who were promised, if you come to this, you might get on America's Dancing with the Stars. You guys are the most blend-inable people I've ever seen.
Yeah,
You
true.
Because I know now I'm like
I
thinking,
know.
like, yeah, I have seen you at the club.
Yeah.
But you like blend right in.
I know. I all of a
But I
sudden was the
apologize for
a-hole.
that.
No, it actually made for a funny story. I was just, I was so pissed that night.
You
I'm like,
kept saying, but I was helping him. I was only helping him.
yeah, I was
I know that's the worst.
I was
helping.
making the show better.
I know. He needs someone to work off of.
If you could come, if we all have to pitch together because there's a problem, and I'm glad you guys are giving me a chance to come on here because we are inundated right now in this city with Europeans with a lot of money that's worth as much as our money.
Oh, my God,
and
yeah.
This hasn't happened since, I don't know when, maybe the 1800s or something. There's Canadian people walking around like they have a real country. There's all these Europeans. They come down to the Comedy Cellar and they just stare. They don't get it. And then you have to attack them because you know, it brings up your own inner, self-hatred.
They're like kind of verifying what you already know.
Yeah.
You're
I don't know.
garbage.
Are you guys running into that?
Yeah, the Canadians are feeling pretty important right now.
Yeah, even
isn't
the
their
French
their
Canadians.
money's worth more than ours at this right for the first time in a long time, right?
Yeah.
$2 worth more than ours.
Yeah, a little more. And it's like, well, when did that happen? We goofed on their money for years.
I think it's even Steven right now. And the shekel is coming up.
The shekel. A couple of
Balloon is
shekels.
really.
Hey, I saw Bill Burr recently. I got to keep going back to the last time I saw you. He was taping his latest DVD, and he's killing, man, killing. It was a big theater downtown. And remember, the guy was completely asleep at your show, and you're like, "What the F
My
is this
whole
about?"
set, there was this guy, like that, not, your head wakes you up.
Not even just a little tired. This
doing
guy
that.
was like,
You know what I found
being a
out
neck
later?
brace.
He was one of the guys in the crowd. He was on something, and he was freaking people out. This is going to be awesome. And, by the time the show
shit,
started,
yeah.
he was, like, passed out. So, of course, this kid's, like, right in the third row. So the entire time, as a comedian, that's all I'm focusing on.
Right.
I'm just like, this DVD is going to put people to sleep. They're going to nod off. This is, I suck. I'm terrible.
Dude, you should
It
have
had nothing to do with Bill Burr.
You should have smashed him and said something like, "Gee, sir, am I keeping you up?"
I was like when you see the guy who's sleeping and he's like wearing a suit, so like he's not like trash or anything or whatever. And then like later you find out it's like, well, I'm sorry. It's like, hey, dude, what's the matter? Not funny, blah blah blah. And then it's like, I run a burn unit, and single-handedly saving lives, and you're like, oh, I feel like.
Dude, I used to do a thing at Sloan Kettering, the cancer hospital
Awards
here in New York.
Oh.
Yeah. That's right.
I want to host that.
Right. The winner of the slowest walk to the bathroom is. I would go there and do these gigs. They would have Tuesday night, to cheer the patients up, and I was doing it one time. And
You?
Yeah, I know.
Who was the second choice for that?
Well, I wasn't the only one, but I was one of many.
Okay.
So I was performing, and this one guy was just staring at me the whole time, and I was just kept addressing how this guy hates me and I'm bombing. So afterwards, he walked over, and he's like, "I'm sorry, I wasn't laughing. I'm just not feeling very well."
That's what you want to hear. Great.
And you patted him on the back and he spit up blood?
No, I punched him in the face, and I said, "I don't want to hear it. You should have stayed in the room."
You set wrecker.
I was really felt bad. I made a poor
Set record.
Right.
The cancer gig is the gateway to the telling kids they're adopted. On
Well, they
Chris
wouldn't let
Hansen.
me onto the AIDS ward until I proved myself and we got a tape.
That's part of your reel. I'm sad.
So you want to hear about butt implants or what?
All right, let's do it.
All right.
And in Knoxville, Tennessee, a woman is having a hard time bending over after she had implants placed in her rear end. The woman paid $5,500 to have a more curvy figure. Sorry, that's crazy video there. However, here implants have drooped. Her implants have drooped, causing extreme pain. Now, if you need a laugh this morning, come out and look at this. Whenever she bends over, and even when she sits, wow, for an extended amount of time. Now, she says she wants them removed, but has lost trust in the doctor and is trying to find one that she feels could trust to do the right job. Wow. Okay.
I want to see it.
There's your news right there.
I want to see the video of the chick with the
butt implants.
Yeah, I felt them before. Like certain of
Really?
Hookers, yeah. Hookers certain times have them, and they feel like.
Wait, hookers have butt implants?
A couple of them. Yeah, you can feel that there's something not right. I hooked up one time.
Something not right.
Really? I came back off the road one time.
Something alien.
And I felt, I still think this was a post-op tranny. And we had sex and something felt
Now,
wrong.
that's not a band, is it? I always thought that was a band. Go ahead. Post-op training. right after Sweet Charlotte. Go ahead. Sorry.
And
Sorry, Jim.
I didn't really have a story to it. I just kind of felt that there was something wrong. I could feel like it didn't feel right, and then the ass, there's something felt plastic about it. It was in hindsight I realized that was.
Oh, that's odd.
What was she doing as you were realizing she had a fake ass?
Helping me finish. I mean, I didn't stop.
So how do they do? Where do they go in for that? They just go under the cheek?
I don't know, actually.
There's the
They do it in
video.
Brazil a lot. Brazil.
Video's up over there.
Really?
Brazil? They need it?
We'll link this on onaradio.com later today.
Ew.
What is
It's
that?
a breast implant.
It looks like a
Oh my God, she's got a boob on her butt.
Oh my God! How do you
It's a
explain
butt
that?
boob.
Are you a big butted guy? I mean, do you like?
What's going on there?
That's her without her pants on.
Stop.
What the F is that?
Oh my god.
Oh my God! I'm gonna get sick.
I don't know what that is.
How do you
Rocky
explain that?
Dennis's head.
Rocky Dennis's head.
Just go to onaradio.com later today. We'll link what we're screaming at.
She
What
looks
is
like-
that?
it looks Tupperware.
How do you
That's what it is. It's a.
How do you explain that? Seriously,
I
It
can't.
looks nice.
I can't even figure it out. Never mind explain it. I'm looking at it and I can't work out where it.
what?
Bunion.
Oh,
Wow, we don't know how to explain this.
It's like a bike helmet.
It's like a bike helmet under her skin. There you go.
It's got all my dreams in there.
Dave Attell in studio today. It's been a long time, Dave.
Yes. Thanks for having me in, guys. Because
No problem.
you know, let's face it, there's a writer's strike on. You know, I was supposed to be on. I don't know what's a funny reference. Carson. No.
No, not Carson Daly.
But Dave's got his HBO special this Saturday at 10 o'clock.
yeah, it's a rough time to promote just because none of the shows are doing anything. But then again, nobody's got live programming, so maybe people will watch it because it's something new and fresh.
Yeah, you got to
It sounded
think.
more like a housewife delivering that.
I'm doing it old school. You know, flyers, bikini car wash. Get the message out.
Word of mouth.
Yeah, you know.
Bikini car.
Oh wow, that's really cool. There's a girl with large breasts holding up an Insomniac DVD.
No, when was that?
Now.
Was that my house? No. Look at that rack, as they used to say. That must be one of your. You guys. Oh, do you have the whip it out Wednesday? Like,
Yeah, we still do that.
I don't. I'm coming out of a time.
Well, no,
warp.
well, no-
what's going on? Where's that young fella I missed?
Well, we kind of downplay
Young upstart.
We downplay it these days because we're too busy to actually completely focus on it. But whatever.
Well, that's cool that you get to do it. You know,
Yeah.
like we were just talking about the regulations and all that kind of stuff. It's amazing that you get away with anything now. You know,
I love. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was
I'm
going
afraid to say anything after that.
I was just going to say there's nothing better than when you're doing a comedy club and you get a chick to flash just because the clubs
Right.
are so not used to having girls show their rack in the club. Nothing there.
Nice.
I ran out of steam before I started, but then the pressure was on. Completely folded.
I feel like this is my moment and I'm blowing it.
No,
Dave, you're killing. Hey, it's Renee's last day. We got a lot of funny people
Are you
in
kidding
studio
me?
today. And she does a bit for us called What Renee Thinks is Funny. Maybe we should give her a little attention today.
Where the hell is she going?
Why not?
Renee's one of
Renee?
our... Renee's she's been our intern for the last 3 years. And I think today she's finally given up on being hired. I think that's what it comes
What
down to.
happened?
One of the few
There's a
decent
long
human
wait.
beings.
Oh, were you hoping to get hired by this stupid show? Yeah.
And them.
Who could we?
Duffy and everybody.
Who could we fire so she could get a job?
Steve.
You just got it like in comedy. You just gotta
right.
give it 6 more months, honey. You just gotta hang in there.
Wait it out.
So you're giving up today? Today's the day?
Yeah,
Where
I
you
have
headed?
to. Oh man.
Yeah, what are you doing?
All right. You know what? I really don't care. I love them. It's what I want to do. I'm going to Z100.
You whore.
Holy crap!
How could, after what we did for you.
You're going to Z100?
After all we did for you
I
here.
know. I'm
I
so
don't know.
sorry. But
What are you
know
going to be
though?
doing there?
I'm going for the morning zoo.
Holy crap!
But wait, how is that? That's where.
Wait.
That's not a.
Are you going to be working for the morning zoo, or are you going to get coffee for them?
Interning.
Yeah.
That's not a.
Can you stand next to her so I can attack her?
Yeah, really. Wait a minute.
I'm excited.
Okay.
I know. I
But
told
wait,
you guys.
you
but
said it was because you couldn't afford it. But if you can't afford it,
where I park now is cost $14 a day to park.
where are you going to park for Z100?
I take the light rail.
Is that in Canadian? What are you talking about?
The light rail on the turnpike.
By the way, for the rest of America, Z100 is a pop crap station.
I think you could tell by the name, just Z100.
I know.
Very me.
But
What are you talking about?
But I thought we
with
were
their Britney
turning it.
Spears rotation.
She came to us loving Z100, but I think you started liking the Opie and Anthony
No, she
show,
doesn't
right?
like it.
You never liked us, huh?
I did, but I like both. I like.
But now you have
everything.
to like Z100.
No, I don't have to like anything, but I'm saying I like everything, and I've always liked them from.
We were going to
Day
throw you a
one.
party. You know what? Cancel the party.
Wait a
Cancel
minute.
the party.
No
Kenny.
talk about party.
Yeah, well, because it was going to be a surprise.
Well, not the way these people keep secrets.
It was
Whoa,
gonna be-
she's a loose cannon on a rolling deck. She's got too many ideas. Get her out of here.
wow.
So you're leaving our
I don't even know who does mornings over
non-paying
there.
job.
Who does mornings over there?
Elvis Duran.
Elvis.
It's a crazy show. They also do the phony phone pranks, but the guys always get so mad. I'm like, man, what are they doing? You're getting people all PO'd, Elvis.
Whoa, hey, slow down.
Our non-paying job, you're leaving for their non-paying job.
Yes, but it's a lot cheaper.
She's making
It's cheaper by
Okay.
$14 a day.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're also only,
Right.
only.
That's all right. We never really liked you anyway. It's no big deal.
If
They're in Jersey. Yeah.
if
They're in Jersey.
How come they don't say that? Z100.
Yeah.
Well, you know
Jersey.
where the light rail is. What is this future city you're talking about? The hovercraft? Is that where you're taking it to the cloud steps? And
Taking a Jetsons car over the river every day?
oh, light rail, of course.
so you're gonna go over there and pretty much blab everything you heard and saw over here.
No, absolutely.
No?
not. I don't do that.
Good.
Oh, I
Here?
would.
Blab everything over there? No, I don't do that.
Wow.
Not at all.
I kind of feel sorry for you.
Why?
Elvis. Ugh.
Oh, I don't care. I'm very
everything-
excited. It's what I want to do.
He's
Yeah.
everything that radio shouldn't be.
It's what you.
know
So it's
that,
not
right?
just the money;
That's all
it's
right.
what you want to do.
She's actually nodding yes, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's what I want to do.
What are you going to do for
Because
that?
she was prepared for this. She knew she
Yeah.
was
Oh,
going to
yeah,
get
I knew
trashed,
this
so now
was
she's
going
just
on.
like,
I know you're
going to
you're going to be an intern, but have they give you your responsibilities?
They give me a brief overview.
All right. What does that entail?
What is
coffee,
that?
black.
Oh, Jesus.
Very minimal of getting breakfast and coffee. A lot more, on hands-on.
Oh, so what you're saying is we pretty much didn't really give you a chance to do anything.
And
Yeah.
I know that's what they told you. It's going to be a lot of hands on the coffee.
have
On the
they
breakfast.
have they given you the speech? The make believe he's straight speech yet, or maybe they wait for you to actually start working there.
Don't ask, don't ask.
And I didn't mention a name, by the way. Let's just keep it right
I'm not
there.
going-
Of course.
Hey,
The
wait.
make believe he's straight speech. You're going to be getting that one soon.
Did what happened here that you didn't like? Anything happen here that you didn't like? You can say now. You
Besides
gotta-
Pat Duffy.
No.
Come on, what happened that you don't like? Tell us. You can. That's the last day. You hear
This is it. We'll never
Yeah.
see you
I don't
again.
I don't want to leave on bad terms.
You're not leaving about it. What
Don't
happened
worry,
that
we'll
you don't
never
like?
have you
Say it.
back.
Can you actually
Oh, thanks.
give an honest assessment of pretty much everybody in this room that you've worked with and stuff? Give an honest assessment of the people that you've worked with.
Oh, that's good.
kind of
with me.
I knew this was
kind of
gonna come.
quickly, just like.
Like
Leave on an honest note.
everybody? Like
Well, yeah.
anyone that
don't
comes
leave,
to mind,
Don't
maybe.
leave anything out. Things that you didn't like about people. Put that in there. Just give a quick overview on. Let's start with E-Rock.
awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, I honestly, if
You're going to bring him to Z100 with you, right?
He's going to start crying.
you know what, if never mind, I was gonna say something, but
Say it.
you know what, if
Say it.
if Iraq leaves, I'll take his job.
Oh.
No, you won't.
All right. So you want to sit and do nothing all day?
That's what I do now. No, I'm kidding.
Whoa.
Oh, hey.
Whoa.
Okay. Sam, how do you feel about Sam?
Sam, I wish I could learn more about the videotaping. I wanted to learn
You
more.
want to do,
And
want to do everything.
Well, you
Say
know what?
Nobody really showed you anything.
Sit down and do the show.
I want to
You
learn
don't
a little
understand what's
more.
going on here, Anthony. She's basically saying that she didn't really. What did you learn from us? How to get coffee.
How to get coffee.
Oh.
Every store, I know where to go and get.
See,
now.
you learned a little geography around Manhattan. You know what? I'll be honest with you. Here's why. Everybody was probably so petrified of being alone with you to do anything. because of some kind of you might have said, "Oh my God, he touched me."
You know that Bill Burr bit?
Because it would have been, it probably would have been nice to go like, "Hey, let me show you some production or something and how that works. Let's go alone in the production room," and then all of a sudden you come out and your sweater's askew.
I know, right? Oh, wait, hold on. I got this hair.
That's how you move up.
Mace are in the guy's eyes.
Basically, what Ant's saying is you're a victim of past sexual harassment cases.
Yeah.
I'd love to agree with that, but I think it's just that everybody's lazy.
That is
Everyone's just lazy.
that's all
This
it
young
is.
woman
okay.
starting out her career in broadcast, you guys are totally dumping on that?
I know. Isn't that awful?
When you were a little girl, did you get home like set up like a lot of little knobs and stuff like that? Like, woo, you're on, call her, bring.
No.
Tin cans with string tied to them.
So what didn't you want to say? You can give an honest assessment. You have a few minutes left. Don't hold back. That's what.
Yeah.
I just wish I could have learned more about production and
Who could have showed you? Who should have showed you?
anybody
good idea.
could have shown me. I
I mean,
mean,
good
showed-
question.
Basically wishes she could have learned something.
Yeah.
What's the worst thing you said? What's the worst thing you said off air when you walked out of here when you really started bitching about how you weren't learning anything?
God, Duffy has to sit in studio every single day. Even
Wow.
though he's not even here right now. That's why I'm saying it.
Why didn't you just ask somebody though?
Because just in case they might not. I don't know. You know
Did
what?
I? One time
Honestly, I don't know why I didn't ask.
Squeaky
somebody.
wheel.
I told Renee one
Right.
time. I said one time, like, if you have any bit ideas or any of that stuff, you should come right to us with
gonna-
bit ideas. Like, so
We're
you.
going to do the last, what Renee
absolutely.
thinks is funny bit.
Yes.
You even had your own bit.
You had your
I
own.
know, I-
You had
How
your
many-
own bit.
You know what though? I did not expect that, and I do appreciate.
I don't
that.
think you'll get your own bit over at Z100.
No, I don't
Not
Tell
at
you
all.
the truth.
Not at
I don't
all.
think I will.
I don't
no,
think
not
you'll
at
get
all.
your own
But
bit.
I just
Unless it's
wanted to
who's
thank
the
you
least
guys
funny
for
person in the room, and you have to just sweepingly point to all of them.
Well, this is what Renee thinks is funny today.
Okay.
Her last,
Watch it be Elvis Duran. That would be the move to make.
That would be good.
basically, this is a 3-year-old, and he's asked about monsters. And
Yeah.
and you found this funny.
Well, it was like the. I completely forgot what the other one was about. Where she, Sparkling Wiggles.
You brought
Oh.
sparkling
No,
Wiggles?
no, no. It's similar to
No,
that.
no.
No. Not that at all. It's very it's similar, but not that.
Okay.
All right, this is what Renee finds funny. Here it is.
And tell Mommy again what you said you were going to do to him if he came here.
I said I'm going to kick his ass.
Oh. That's not nice.
If he's going to come in here, he's going to kick my ass.
He will?
Yeah. He'll come out in the movie. He will come out and kick my ass.
Okay.
And I can kick his ass.
Okay. But that's not a nice word. You should say kick his butt.
Oh.
What's the difference, really? Let's stop.
That's only funny if that kid is 17.
That's adorable. Little kids cursing, you find funny.
Yeah.
I do, too, to
never
tell you
have
the truth.
Ask what you say, but you do it anyway just to hear him say it again.
Yeah.
Something
It's
about little
funny.
kids cursing is really funny.
I didn't like the way the mother milked it, though. The mother,
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
She milks it like 8 times. What? And then the
What?
kid says it, then she goes, "Oh, say butt," to try to redeem herself.
I gotta do an honest moment after hearing that audio. I don't know how the show survives without Renee.
Well, since I'm half hard, I really something about that with a little lisp at the end. It was like very Kramer versus Kramer. Can I have some chocolate chip cookie? Like too cute.
All right, well, here's the awkward moment where we tell Renee goodbye.
She wouldn't say anything mean about anybody, though.
That's all right.
But I'm not a mean person.
She's got to. You got to have some
Yeah,
kind
she
of
does.
problem with
She
something.
crashes. When she leaves, she says stuff.
Yeah.
You know
You're
she
right.
does.
You're
Who do
right.
you think is the
You're right.
So
I
let
can't.
some stuff
I'm not
out
doing
then.
that now.
Who do you think
Why
is
don't
the
you?
biggest incompetent here? They don't even have
On
to,
staff or interns?
either or.
Either or.
First on staff.
No.
Come on, you might as well.
No, I'm not going.
No,
there.
you should, because it will help us. Help us on the way out, because you have no motive to lie.
Yeah, so they don't lose anybody again.
Yeah.
No, and then I get
Caliber. There you
bashed
go.
off it.
No one's
No.
gonna bash you.
Ugh.
Who's gonna bash you? You're very popular.
God, is she perfect for Z100 or what?
She's already.
Anyone else noticing this?
She's anticipating the silly string party they're going to have. How they greet you over there. Welcome aboard.
Whack, whack, yeah. Hey, welcome aboard.
You're more of a coming up another 8 in a row type intern. She's perfect for that type of radio. Perfect.
Oh,
And there's nothing
Come
wrong
on,
with that.
you can't let him say that. Now you got to come back with something.
You got to attack him.
Come on.
I got nothing. I can't.
Yes, you do. You're
no.
sitting on it.
I like that.
That causes cancer. You can't sit on stuff like that. You got to let it out.
Was it really?
Watch. I will come back with something so good. I'd be like, I should have said that, but not right now. I can't.
Let her turn her knob.
Well, Pat Duffy is requesting your goodbye music. This is it for you.
This is the sad walking away music from Hulk.
Are you gonna miss Duffy?
No,
You really don't like him?
No.
we're cool, but he just, I don't know.
What?
I'm not.
You do know.
Yeah, what?
Is once they find out you're gonna get so trashed. I said that's great. I'm doing what I want to do. I really don't care.
There was a little love thing going on between her and Pat Duffy back in the
Yeah.
day.
You have a crush
A year
on
ago.
Pat?
A year ago.
Still?
Absolutely not.
What?
It was a year ago, and absolutely
Did
not.
you guys
I do
hook
not.
up?
A year ago. Yeah, they did hook
Did
up.
it end with the baby bird?
Was he any good?
No.
Really?
Wow.
Sorry.
Why was?
We did nothing more. He kissed me, and that was it.
Why was?
Nah, there was more.
No, honestly, there wasn't.
Why
Really?
was it
No,
bad?
no, with
That
him.
Abe Lincoln beard coming at
Ugh.
Did he bite your ass?
Why was he bad?
Yeah.
If he just
Dan wants
shaved,
in?
it would be a lot better.
guy?
Yeah, Dan wants in.
What? Thank God.
Dan,
Just talk.
No, go ahead, please.
Southern Fried Rock kid over here?
what's up, Dan?
Well, Renee has mentioned that she's less comfortable when certain people are not here. And I just want to know who that was, if you could say,
I
and
was
why.
less comfortable.
We don't have a lot of time, so I'll say Steve and Jim, just to get it
Oh, yeah.
get the ball rolling.
There was a day that you weren't here and Steve wasn't here, and every day you're so used to everyone being around, and they weren't here, and it just felt weird. And I was like, this, I don't know.
I like the gym part, but the Steve part.
Yeah, you kind of
It
wrecked
was weird because
kind of wrecked it by saying Steve too.
Pat Duffy squealed on her, and actually, that day that Steve and Jim weren't here, this is all from Pat Duffy,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
not from me.
No, it's fine.
That day Steve and Jim weren't here on the same day. The next day, she came and got on the train with Pat, because they go on the train together.
Light rail.
And,
Please.
and she said, I felt uncomfortable yesterday because Steve and Jim weren't here. And then Pat was like, well, Steve and Jim probably aren't going to be here today either. And she was like, oh, really? And then 30 seconds later, she had a mysterious stomach ache and she was not able to come in.
Let me explain. Those actually were not my words. In general conversation, I said, it was just a little weird without having Jimmy and Steve there. You're so used to having everyone there every day, and they weren't there. It was weird. It was a little awkward.
It's understandable. I'm eye candy.
I have a general conversation with him, and he has to just tell the whole freaking world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's why I tell him absolutely nothing.
Was he a good kisser?
No.
Why?
Wow.
Because if he just shaved, it would have been, I don't know, it was a year ago.
Did he have good tongue motion?
You know what? I don't remember.
Oh boy.
Honestly,
that's not very good. That's not a good selling point for him.
I don't even talk about Duffy anymore.
He's very forgettable. That's what you're saying.
Let's all acknowledge that the last 10 minutes of radio was just god awful, and
I'm gonna miss Renee.
and the
Renee
listeners
really-
will accept that as an apology.
Yes, sorry guys. I'm
Renee,
outta
enjoy Z100.
here. I will.
We loved having you around here. All
I
kidding
appreciate it.
aside, okay.
Sorry, all you listeners out there don't want to hear me.
All right,
Okay.
There it is.
There goes
See you later.
Renee.
Good.
Renee did a nice job
There
for
she
us.
goes.
Well, she'll still be over next time.
Bye, Renee.
Good luck, Renee.
Good luck to Renee. David Attell
Thanks for having me.
kicked
man.
ass today, Saturday. His HBO special will be on at 10 o'clock. Captain Miserable.
Hold on. Renee, wait up. Oh. Thank you, man. Yeah. Captain Miserable.
I'm actually been looking forward to your special, man. I didn't watch the other ones. I mean, I watched 5 minutes.
Whoa.
Really?
Yeah. But yours, I'm really looking forward to.
All right, and also we got Bill Burr. He's going to be at Caroline's all weekend long.
He'll be at Caroline's this weekend, and Dave will be at Caroline's at the end of the month, December 27th through 30. 212-757-4100. And this works out perfectly. Because Dave's at Caroline's December 27th through 30, and then I'm in Westbury New Year's Eve.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
could
North
there
Fork
be-
Theater.
Could it get better for the holidays?
Could you slur my dates a little more? Dave's there through 10. Cookie. Renee. Now I know why you don't want to be here, Renee. I get it.
Anyway,
This is a jungle, a political jungle in here.
Yes, I really did afford that one terribly. Caroline, December 23rd. But if you want to really, December 27 through 30, and of course Bill Burr there this week.
Jim's a genius. He'll do everyone else's plugs just so he can plug his own game.
Sorry about the acid reflex, but I will be there.
Right. Yeah, perfect voice when it's time for
He
his
really
plug.
does taper up.
Dude, my Ticketmaster for New Year's Eve, no one cares about it.